So every countdown reaches a point where admiration turns into reverence. But rather than speaking in hushed, reverent tones, we're going to get a little louder. These are not simply cars that people like. These are cars that people measure their lives against. So the final 5 are cultural landmarks, engineering milestones, and emotional touchstones that transcend generations and define what vintage greatness truly means. Now, by the mid-20th century, the automobile had evolved from transportation into personal expression. Manufacturers began pushing beyond necessity, chasing speed, style, and status in a way that permanently altered global culture. European brands leaned into precision engineering and motorsport heritage, while American manufacturers embraced accessibility, power, and identity on a massive scale. This era produced machines that did more than perform well. They told stories. They represented freedom, success, rebellion, and aspiration in equal measure. As regulations tightened and priorities shifted, the conditions that allowed these vehicles to exist disappeared. What remained were icons, preserved through obsession, restoration, and storytelling. The final 5 entries on this bucket list are the clearest examples of that phenomenon. These cars did not merely succeed in their time. They became reference points that still shape design, collecting, and passion decades later. This is where vintage cars stop being history and become mythology. Everybody got that? Good. And now, cars 5 through 1. Starting off with number 5, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. Most sought after years, 1954 to 1957. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing is where engineering ambition met artistic restraint and produced something timeless. Introduced in 1954, it was the fastest production car in the world and the first to use direct fuel injection, a technological leap that reshaped performance engineering. Its iconic, upward opening doors were not stylistic flair, but a necessity created by the car's advanced tubular space frame chassis. That functional origin only deepened its mystique. Every Gullwing was built in extremely limited numbers, and each one reflected Mercedes-Benz racing pedigree distilled into a road-going form. The long hood, delicate curves, and purposeful stance created a presence unlike anything else of its era. It was expensive, complex, and unapologetically elite. Today, the 300 SL is considered one of the most important cars ever produced. Collectors value originality, documented history, and mechanical correctness above all else. More than a luxury item, the Gullwing represents a moment when innovation and beauty align perfectly, creating a car that still feels futuristic decades later. Number 4, the Porsche 911, particularly the air-cooled era. Most sought after years, 1969 to 73, 89 to 94, and 95 to 98. The air-cooled Porsche 911 is a masterclass in evolution without reinvention. From its earliest long hood models through its final air-cooled iterations, the 911 remained a consistent identity while steadily refining performance, usability, and reliability. The 1969 to 73 models were revered for purity and lightweight simplicity. They deliver a raw driving experience that connects driver and machine with minimal interference. The 89 to 94 964 generation modernized the formula with improved suspension, braking, and comfort while preserving the air-cooled soul. The 95 to 98 993 marked the end of an era, combining refinement with classic character in a way many consider the ultimate expression of the platform. What elevates the air-cooled 911 above nearly every other sports car is its longevity. It remained relevant, competitive, and desirable across multiple decades without abandoning its core philosophy. Today, values continue to climb as collectors recognize the air-cooled era as an irreplaceable chapter in automotive history. Number 3, the Chevy Camaro, first generation. Most sought after years, 1967 through 1969. The first generation Chevy Camaro was General Motors' answer to a rapidly changing performance landscape. It arrived fully formed, From its debut in 1967, the Camaro combined aggressive styling with a broad range of performance options that allowed buyers to tailor everything from mild cruisers to full race machines. The '69 model year stands as the most coveted thanks to its refined body lines and availability of legendary trims such as the Z28 and ultra-rare Copo variants. The 1968 models benefited from improved drivability and safety features, while the inaugural '67 cars carry historical significance as the beginning of the Camaro legacy. Now, what truly defines the first-generation Camaro is balance. It delivered performance without sacrificing everyday usability, and looked just as good parked as it did in motion. Racing success in Trans Am competition further cemented its reputation. Today, collectors pursue documented performance models and factory-correct restorations, knowing the original Camaro represents the moment Chevy successfully challenged the muscle car hierarchy. Number 2, the Chevy Corvette, early generations. Most sought after years, 1957, 1963, and 1967. Now, the early Chevy Corvette charts the journey of American sports cars from stylish experiment to legitimate performance contender. The 1957 fuel-injected models marked the first time Corvettes truly competed with European rivals, offering advanced technology and genuine speed. The 1963 split-window Stingray elevated the Corvette into icon status, pairing dramatic design with independent rear suspension and improved handling. Now, by 1967, the Corvette had reached a peak of refinement and power within the second generation. Big block engines, aggressive styling, and improved drivability made it the most complete Corvette of its era. These early generations established the Corvette as more than a novelty. They proved American engineering could deliver world-class performance without sacrificing character. Collectors value these years for their historical importance, mechanical significance, and unmistakable styling. The early Corvette did not merely evolve, it matured, setting a foundation that allowed the nameplate to endure for generations while remaining true to its original mission. And finally, the top 25 vintage car bucket list number 1, the Ford Mustang, first generation. Most sought after years, 1965 to 1970. No vintage car rivals the cultural reach of the first generation Ford Mustang. Introduced in 1964, it created an entirely new segment in the automotive world and redefined what performance could mean to the average buyer. The 1965 and 66 models captured lightning in a bottle, offering style, affordability, and personalization at an unprecedented scale. 67 and 68 models added size, power, and aggression, while the 69 and 70 years delivered peak muscle-era attitude with legendary variants such as the Boss 302, the Boss 429, Mach 1, and Shelby editions. What sets the Mustang apart is breadth, but it was never one car, but many, appealing to racers, commuters, and dreamers alike. Its presence in motorsport, film, and popular culture cemented its status as an American icon. Today, the first-generation Mustang remains endlessly collectible, with demand spanning from base coupes to rare high-performance editions. It is not just the most popular vintage car, it is the most influential. Well, to sum it up, this final 5 present the pinnacle of vintage automotive achievement. These cars reshaped engineering, design, and culture in ways no modern machine can replicate. They are not merely owned, they are stewarded, remembered, and revered. This is where vintage obsession becomes legacy and where history becomes personal. Well, that's it for this final episode in the bucket list. And I gotta say, it's been a hell of a journey. This has been one of my favorite series to bring out. I'm gonna do some shorts that are kind of based on it, but this has really been absolutely just a mind blower. The cars have been amazing. Digging into the cars that I thought I knew a little about, but it turns out I didn't know enough. And it really kind of helped bring some ones that I knew were amazing to the forefront and show me what really made them special. So I hope you liked it. If you did, like, subscribe, share the channel, sign up and help support the channel. You're gonna get a whole bunch of first looks at videos before everybody else does. So thank you for watching, and as always, take care and have yourself a great day.